Hi everybody, I'm Ellen. I'm Buckeye Cross Stitcher on both FlossTube and Instagram. Today is New Year's Eve. This is December 31st, 2025, and this is FlossTube number 15. I'd like to welcome everybody back, and new people, welcome. I want to kind of wrap up 2025 and give you a couple of plans for 2026. We had a good Christmas. We actually didn't get our Christmas until last night because Jim and I were both sick with one of the plagues that's going around. So we were both on Z-Packs and all that good stuff and sick for a couple of weeks, and I'm still a little raspy from that. Let's see. So tonight, the Ohio State Buckeyes will be playing in the Cotton Bowl. So we will be staying home, staying in, staying warm. There is a little bit of snow on the ground out here. And hopefully, seeing our Buckeyes be victorious. So I think I will start out by telling you that I had 25 starts in 2025. I'm sorry, 35 starts in 2025. 34 finishes, and actually 35 fully finished objects in 2025. So that made me very happy. Actually, I didn't realize that it was that many. And, in retirement, I was hoping to get more of that done, and I hope in 2026 to get a lot more of that done. I have a whole basket full of things that need to have something done with them. So I want to dig into that more and hopefully get more of those fully finished. So you see, I still have Christmas up behind me. I don't usually take Christmas down until New Year's Day or the day after. So our stockings and everything in the tree and all that was still up, but we didn't get to have Christmas until last night. With Jim's kids and grandkids. So we had them over, and we had my mom over, and that was a lot of fun to see everybody. It was also, he has twin daughters. It was also their birthday, so we had birthday cake and ice cream as well. So I generally like to start and finish all of my stitches within the year that I start them. So I don't usually carry whips over, but I am going to have two for this year. One is One Nation. I had actually started this on Leap Day 2024. And this was going to be a 4-year project, but now that we've got the 250th coming up, for next year, I really kind of would like to get this done. So I completed all the blue, and then I antique sprayed it, and now I'm working on the red, and I have gotten a lot of stitching in. I've completed almost 3 more stripes with the words, with the state names, and then I'm going to spray it again because I do want it to kind of look grungy before I do all the white stitching on it. So I've been actually working on this, filling in, because I didn't want to start anything else this close to the end of the year. So I'll be working on this tonight for New Year's Eve. Okay, the other whip that I will be carrying over, this was started in October, the Primrose Cottage 250th flag, and I will be doing 50 stars, so I've increased that. I think it was just 2 more rows over. I can't remember for sure, 2 or 3. So I will be doing 50 blue stars on this. But what I'm doing is every Sunday I'm doing 7 stars, because I do want to complete that on the 4th of July. So that's where I'm at on that one. And this one I am doing on, if I can find my paper here. This is 25 count oatmeal even weave. This was by Lori Holt. So I really like this fabric. I like the modeling on it. I like the weight of it. And I'll probably just frame this. So those are my two whips. So I really only have two plans for 2026. One is I am going to attend Stitch Away, and I think the dates that I'm going to be there are January 12th and 13th, and that is at Houston Woods State Park here in Ohio, and Keepsakes puts that on. So this is my first time attending Stitch Away. I just wanted to kind of go for a couple of days and check it out, and I think it goes on all week, but I will only be there Monday and Tuesday. And my New Year New Start is going to be American Sampler by Primrose Cottage. So you'll see me doing a lot of patriotic this year for the 250th, and actually patriotic is my favorite season or favorite theme to stitch. So I'm going to be doing that on 32 count. It's a Rivera's linen that I bought in the annex at StitchCon a couple of years ago, and that's what I chose to do it on. And then I'll be using the DMC and Classic Colorworks. I think it's everything called for. So I've got all that housed in my quilting story portfolio. So I'm excited to use that. And she has a tag on here that says Maddie and Me, but she goes by the Quilted Story on Stash Unloading. So I'm excited to get to use that. I attended the Jingle Ball, as all of you know if you watched my FlossTube 14. But I did complete my Mary Stitchmas mesh bag. This was Primrose Cottage class that they had there. I just purchased the PDF because I already had the extra mesh bag, and I used the Victorian Motto Sampler Shop thread pack that I had purchased for 'Tis the Season, which is right up there. So I used those because I had so much of that thread and I just love the colors. So I got that bag done, and then I put my initials on the back. So the great thing about the mesh bag is it's a finish and a fully finish. I don't have to do anything else with it except for fill it up with some Christmas stitches I want to work on this year. I want to try to work on a few Christmas things here and there, just so I'm usually a seasonal stitcher, but I just kind of like the idea of working ahead a little bit now so that I have things ready when it comes to the season. I also did the ornament from that's called Homebound. This was the ornament for the Jingle Ball from Lindy Stitches, and I actually ended up having the called for fabric, but I had it in 14 count. So let's see, what was it? It was Picture This Plus Mint. So I actually had a piece of that and used that, and I'll tell you, the 14 count, it's still very tiny. It's only like, I think 3 inches or a little bit more than 3 inches wide. So that came out really cute, and I have to get that fully finished. I like her colors that she chooses. Those are definitely my Christmas colors. I like the mint, I like the pink with the red and green. So yeah, that's really cute. And the last finish I have to show you, Luminous Fiber Arts Misty Purcell. She did a Christmas Sal, mystery Christmas Sal this year. So I don't particularly like mystery things anymore unless it's just absolutely from a designer that I know I'm going to love it anyway. And she's one of those with her Gathering series. So this was Gathering Holly, and it was a two-part. We had like the first release was this bird and the candle, some of this couple of the snowflakes and the border, and she released the rest then the next week. So I stitched this on 32 count Lugana. This I think I had a fabric choice, and this came in the package in the kit. So it was One More Reproductions by Stitch Me 32 count, and I love Lugana. And then it was Classic Colorworks Belle Soie Silk and Tulip. Just gorgeous. And I saw somebody who actually did the holly branch in green, and I really kind of thought about doing that, but then I thought, no, I don't know. I kind of like it just all in red. So I am going to do a pillow. She did the ruched ribbon around there, but I have some Lady Create Sizzle Chanel, so I am going to use that. So I hope to get that pillow done, and so it will be in my Christmas decor and ready to go out next year. So I refer to my Stitchy sisters a lot, and there's about 12 or 13 of us now, and we've met in various ways. Most of us, I think, met actually at StitchCon, but anyway, so we're near and far. We're in New York and Chicago and Florida and everywhere in between. So, oh yeah, we have Colorado too, actually. So every year we try to do some kind of exchange at Christmas time. So this year we set a limit, and we use an app that we can put, you know, like a wish list suggestions on there, and then it randomly picks for us who we get. And so Gail got me this year, so I wanted to show you what she got me. So I had asked for this pattern set. It's the Winter Animals Trio. This is 2024 Poutini. So I just love the animals on there. And so along with that, she sent me a 32 count Valor and Lugana and Weeks Dye Works Kudzu, which I did not have, but that is in the pattern. So I think that's beautiful, and I think that'll probably work really well for that pattern. So I wanted to thank Gail and show you guys my goodies, and Gail's someone I have not met in person, but we met through Amy, who I did meet at StitchCon. And so, you know, it's funny how you end up meeting people, and, you know, it's because of our stitching and crafting and making and wanting to be social with other people, and we have a lot of fun with it. So thanks again, Gail. I have some haul to show you, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So Misty, Luminous Fiber Arts. She was offering on her website some fabric, and I really miss her dyeing fabric, but anyway, she always has some nice colors that go along with the charts that she is designing, but I just got the fabric this time. This is a vintage Tiffany, Fabrics by Stephanie, 32 count Lugana. So I just love that color and the modeling in that. This is so my color, so I need to find something fun to stitch on that. And I got one other one. This is Pistachio by Fiber on a Whim. And this is 32 count Lugana even weave. So that's what that looks like. Really pretty. So I wanted to add those two fabrics to my stash. I'm not really adding a lot of fabric anymore. A lot of times I try to get the called for or whatever, so I have a lot of fabric. I'd rather, you know, get it in a kit or something like that, so I know exactly what I'm going to use it for. But sometimes you just have such pretty colors, you just have to get it. I got a fat quarter shop order in. So mainly with fat quarter shop, you know, once you have $80, then you get free shipping with them. So a lot of times all it starts with is a magazine. So I got the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And this is actually, it's not, oh yeah, it's Christmas Winter is what it's called. And there's a few really cute things in here. So what I do is I usually mark the pages. I just tab the pages, and if I know I'm really going to stitch it or really want to stitch it, then I will go ahead and make photocopies of those pages and put it in one of my plastic sleeves that I keep my patterns in, and stick it in my box to stitch one day. So I also got this needle minder. This thing is huge. It's a Lori Holt, and it's a typewriter, and I just love that. It's huge. It's actually more for scissors, I think. She's doing a lot of bigger ones for scissors. So I learned to type on a typewriter that actually did not have the numbers or the letters on it. And this was my mother's mom, my grandmother, who taught me, like when I was in junior high school, to type on a typewriter with no letters or numbers, so you had to do it by touch. And little did we all know how well that served me in my working career. So I'm still a very fast typist. I'm very fast on the 10 key. I don't have to look at, you know, my fingers or anything. So I attribute all of that to my grandmother Hudkins. And then I got, this was the Stitch Quarterly Foxtrot. So they still had some of those left, so I got the mesh bag. Of course, you know I love their mesh bags. And it came with fabric, DMC, and the Fox needle minder. And it also came with a cloud stitchy board by Lori Holt. I do like magnet boards. I use them all the time. It's just easier for me to keep track of where I'm at in a pattern, so I can just glance up and see exactly where I'm at. And then this was the pattern, the Fox Trot pattern. I probably, if I stitch this, will only stitch the fox on there. But I did like all of the stuff that came with it, so that's why I got it. So last but not least, the haul that I got from Primrose. So I got an extra one of those Merry Christmas stickers, and then I got another sticker pack, so that'll be fun for journaling. Then I got Winter Rules Finishing Favorites. There's a few fat quarters in there, and some trim and some wool, things like that. And then I got the Jingle Ball Finishing Favorites pack that they did. That has a few fat corners in it and trim. And then I got the Christmas Ribbit. I thought he was cute. I didn't necessarily like the regular one, but I did like the Christmas one. I also got the stocking charm. I'll use that on a bag, project bag. I got Joy to the World, Merry Mouse, Santa and You. This was a Jingle Ball order, by the way. And then I got the Winter Rules. I got that in PDF. Just because it was so big, I thought maybe it would be easier to have in PDF. So I got that, got it printed out. And then I got one of their Christmas shirts in black. And I got another, ended up with another sticker in that. So I need to get that out of the package and get it washed up. And I think that's it for all. I wish you all a very happy new year. I hope 2026 is good to all of us. And again, my plans are really not a whole lot of plans. I'm attending Stitch Away for a couple days, and I'm going to start American Sampler tomorrow. And for the rest of the year, I'm just going to kind of, do what I want when I want. So I'm excited to see how all of that comes about. Hopefully get a lot of things fully finished next year. But thank you for stopping, and until we meet again, be excellent to each other.